Hey folks, this is real life engineer applying engineering principles into everyday applications. Initially, I posted a video on how I upgraded my entry-level budget firearm cabinet. And after posting it, I realized that a video on how to select or where to place a gun safe or gun cabinet is actually more sorely needed. And therefore, I am coming out with a 3-video series, probably replacing the previous one. This video talking about how to go about selecting and think about where to install your actual firearm cabinets or safe. Video 2, separate video, will talk about all the possible upgrades you can do even if the one you end up buying doesn't have all those features. There will be a 3rd video talking specifically about humidity control, humidity monitoring inside said firearm safe or cabinet. The psychrometric chart is frankly beyond the scope of this particular first video, even though it is crucially important to avoiding rusting on your firearm. Most people just don't find interest in that topic. That'll be video 3. As the famous author Stephen Covey once said, always starts with the end in mind. Otherwise, we're just going in circles. So for what reasons are we getting a firearm or a safe or a cabinet? Is the cabinet primarily meant for your primary home defense, fast access? Is that it? Or are you thinking of something where you will distill all of your possessions, physical possessions of value, into one central high-density location for safekeeping? Or is your objective to have multiple locations tactically disperse your defense firearms throughout the home? So no matter where you are able to respond to a home invasion, home intrusion situation. Each of those situations is going to call on something slightly different from another solution. Again, knowing what your application, what your objective is the start of this game. Let me share with you a true story. This happened in the year 2020. It's an acquaintance on an online forum. Not only he's a first-time firearm owner, he's also a first-time gun safe owner. And he posted this question in the online chat forum saying, hey, where do you guys keep your gun safe? After exchanging a few private messages, we hooked up over the phone and come to find out that in his situation, he has this first firearm safe that weighs probably 350 pounds, is roughly what he said, still in his garage because he has not figured out where in his home he can place it. He wanted to place maybe on the 2nd floor, but he's also worried about the amount of weight that will be on the floorboard joist, right? So it's still sitting in the garage in the meantime. And in the meantime, he has also locked his first firearm in the said safe in the garage with absolutely no humidity, moisture control, or monitor whatsoever. In all fairness, that might not have been entirely his own decision. His decision was probably swayed by other friends of his having invited him to their place, and he's seeing how they have this big-ass safe that stores 10 long guns and 6 short pistols, and he got in his head that that's the kind of setup that he needs. So in the meantime, he has his first firearm ever in his life, locks away in the garage in a safe that is in the garage. And in case of an actual home invasion, the guy is in absolutely no position to retrieve the firearm to defend either himself or his loved ones. Folks, don't become one of those. Start with the end in mind. I too had succumbed to the Hollywood narrative that most home break-ins happen in the dead of the night, and my primary defense firearm is placed in a quick access bedside safe. However, after some deep research into the topic, I've come to find out that the most common burglaries actually happen around 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., according to the FBI. So you can bet my next project will be looking at how to secure my remaining pistols in different parts of the house. What is for certain, regardless if we're talking about nighttime breaking and entering, bedside, or daytime breaking and entering, other parts of the home, that a one big, heavy safe that is somehow centrally located in God knows where in your house, and all of your firearm is kept in that, is not the way to go for a primary home defense weapon. How do you have fast access to your firearm when you're in the evening and you're just watching TV, chilling with your family in the TV room, right? What about when you're doing your laundry, whether that's in the first floor laundry room or your basement? What about if your whole family is in the finished basement playing the game of pool, if you have pool table, if you have video game, whatever your thing is, right? Or let's say if you're in the kitchen fixing some light snacks, right? The key is, regardless where you are in your home, if something happens, where is your closest location? So that's the tactical thinking, guys. Not just where you located your firearm is within fast access, okay? But also at the moment that you are going towards your firearm, at the moment you're retrieving it, if the intruder has just gotten in, are you in a safe and secure position yourself? Or are you in some kind of a crossfire, open kill zone that no matter where they broke in from, they have a direct line of sight, they have a direct shot at you, right? Are you safe and secure? Do you have tactical advantage? Now, by contrast, a safe to store all the valuables, the high value stuff in your home, whether that's a wedding ring, whether that's other jewelries, or whether you have a lot of firearm. I'm talking about a collection, collectibles, okay, stuff that's worth a lot, not necessarily stuff you would look to retrieve quickly in case of a home defense situation, okay? That is a different thinking paradigm. As a safety storage for your valuables, real metal contents, how thick your stainless steel door and body is in the safe, that becomes important to withstand cutting and torching. Cheap gun cabinet here is no longer the goal. There's a great video by Weapons Education channel, I will include the link below, interviewing Kurt from CE Safes in Florida. Let's hear what he has to say.
They're going to attack us, say, 4 different ways that I have found in my 19 years of doing this. First thing they want to do is they want to steal the safe. The second thing they try to do is they try to pry it. They worked on this for 1 to 2 hours, probably with 3 people. They bent 1/4-inch steel. They never got into this safe, the cutting of a non-torch cutting tool. This is an 11-gauge body on a safe.
Now, Weapons Education's interview with Kurt was made in 2011. And back then, quote-unquote, cheap keys and cheap locks probably wasn't an issue on cabinets and safes. In today's day and age, let me show you this screenshot from the Lock-Picking Lawyers channel. You guys should check out his content. Equally important on the type of safe or cabinet, equally important to the type of lock or the key that it has, how to access. The similar importance is the placement. Where are you going to place your safe? It has often been said the only safe that one cannot break into is a safe that cannot be found. So proper concealment here is key. Hey, that's all great, but what does that mean for me? Should I have a gun cabinet or should I have a gun safe? Well, it depends. If you are a firearm enthusiast, and let's say you have between 5 to 10 long guns, easily costing between $800 to $1,500 or $2,000 a piece, and let's say you have additional, 4, 5, 6 pistols, right? The total value of firearms in your cabinet or safe can easily go between $10,000 to upwards to $20,000. So how much money are you willing to invest in your cabinet or safe that if things got stolen, right? What price would you be willing to pay to get all your stuff back? Maybe that's the price that you should have invested in a gun safe or cabinets in the first place. By contrast, if you're like me, I already have a bedside nightstand under the bed. I'm not telling you exactly which. It's fast access. It takes me 2 or maybe maximum 3 seconds to have my firearm in hand from moment of alerts, right? And the moment I do that, I might make my way to a secondary location where I could retrieve a long firearm. Now, when I say long, I don't mean an actual rifle. I'm talking about things like AR pistol, or if somebody has an AK pistol, okay? And it just gives you a bit more defensive power for defending your loved one, defending yourself in your own home. Probably for something like this, a budget level and entry level cabinet could serve the need. Once you know your purpose, your objective, once you know what kind of cabinet or safe, the intent, the contents that will be in there, how many firearms, the location, once you have all of that, right? Once you've decided how to access that safe, should it be through biometrics, should it be through simplex, should it be through a digital PIN code dial, once you know all of that, then the selection of the safe or cabinet and how to place, where to place in your home, all of that then becomes easy. I hope this was helpful. Feel free to post comments below, and remember to hit like and subscribe. Until the next video, thank you very much.